Hello everyone. In the last video, we have gone through molar and equivalent conductances, right? In the last video, we have learned conductance means kappa, rho, and resistance, conductance, cell constant, molar conductance, and equivalent conductance. All these we learned in the previous video. Now, the applications of these molar and equivalent conductances we are going to learn in this video. Okay, let us start our today's session. Before going to that, I want to give you the what are the relations we have learned in the previous video. Let us see. Rho r equal to means resistance equal to rho into L by A, and second one, R equal to 1 by Z. Also we have learnt kappa equal to Z into G star. G star is nothing but cell constant, that is L by A. This is also we learnt. And here this one also we can write as R into R equal to rho into G star. Right? These are the formulas we, and one more molar conductance also. Cap M means molar conductance equal to kappa into 1000 by molarity, and equivalent conductance equal to kappa into 1000 by normality. Right, these are the we learned, these are the points we learned in the previous video. Now the relation between this molar conductance and equivalent conductance means relation between cap M and cap equivalent. Okay, see here. Cap equivalent is nothing but molar conductance, right? Molar conductance equal to equivalent conductance into n factor. This is the important formula, shortcut formula to calculate the problems. What is meant by n factor? Already we know molarity and normality difference. That is nothing but equivalent weight equals to molecular weight by small n. This one we'll study in the mole concept. Already I have done the videos on mole concept, you can see in my description box. Even I'll share the link of that mole concept in my description box. Okay guys, now see here, n must be greater than or equal to 1, n not supposed to 0, right? Then n greater than or equal to 1, then molar conductance means cap m is greater than or equal to cap equivalent. Okay, see, so this is the formula. Molar conductance equal to equivalent conductance into n factor. How to calculate? I'll take one example. Suppose Al2SO4 taken thrice, aluminum sulfate, right? So, what is the n value for this Al2SO4 thrice, like you can ask? Here, the value for n factor here it is 6. N value is 6 for the this one Al3 plus how it is dissociating is very important. SO4 2 minus, right? Aluminum 3 plus and SO4 2 minus, but these two are not matching. See here its charge is cationic charge is plus 3, anionic charge is minus 2. So here we'll take 2 Al3 plus ions, and here we'll take 3 SO4 2 minus ions. So total number of cations or total number of anions here, maybe 3 twos are 6 cations and 6 anions, like we can take. So here n value is 6, charge of the cation or charge of the anion, like we can take. Valency, n is nothing but called valency. Here we are considering the valency. So molar conductance of Al2SO4 taken thrice is equal to 6 into equivalent conductance also we can write. So this is the relationship between the molar conductance and equivalent conductance. The formula is molar conductance equal to equivalent conductance into n factor. N factor is nothing but valency. Number of cations or number of anions. Any one we have, any one ion we have to choose. Okay. Now After this relation, before going to the application part, see what is meant by ionic mobility. Ionic mobility, like here, I want to discuss about the two definitions. One is ionic mobility, another one is transport number. Transport number. What is meant by transport number and what is ionic mobility? First, let us see the ionic mobility. Ionic mobility is nothing but speed of the ion per unit electric field. Mobility is nothing but movement. So this ionic mobility formula we can take as mobility equal to speed of the ion, speed of the ion per unit electric field, per unit electric field. Okay, this ionic mobility represents with mu. So mu equal to speed by electric field, we can write even like this also. Okay, or speed by potential gradient, electric field or potential gradient, because we are taking electrolytic solution, so we'll take the potential differences, that is nothing but a potential gradient. Units for this ionic mobility is V inverse centimeter square second inverse. Okay, see this ionic mobility, even molar conductance also we can take. Standard molar conductances. This ionic mobility mu equal to molar conductance by Faraday. Means molar conductance by 96,500. This is also helpful even for the exam. Right? See, this, if you want to go clearly about this ionic mobility, you can take for the cations and anions also. See, if you are calculating ionic mobility for a cation, then it is lambda plus by 96,500, means it is a cation. NaCl is there, Na plus, lambda Na plus. Okay, if you want to take for the cation Cl minus, suppose, then its molar conductance of the cation by 9 anion by 96,500. This 96,500 is nothing but Faraday, 1 Faraday. So speed of the potential gradient, as we discussed, this is the speed of the ion by potential gradient. What is meant by this potential gradient, you can ask. Potential gradient equal to the potential difference. Already we discussed this. The potential difference L, small l is the potential gradient. The potential difference between two electrodes by L, potential difference between two electrodes by distance between the electrodes. See, the distance between the electrodes is nothing but area of cross section. So obviously cell constant L by A only, here we are studying as a potential gradient. This is called cell constant, and here it is called potential gradient in case of the ions. Okay, ionic mobility we are studying, so here we are calling it as a potential gradient because we are talking about the ions, distance between the electrodes. This is about the ionic mobility. Now come to the next one, is the transport number. This one, what is meant by transport number? See, transport number. Transport number, it is the number of ions actually. In means transport number of any ion, of any ion is fraction, is fraction of total current. How much current? Total current carried by that ion, carried by that ion. Transport number is nothing but if you are suppose you are taking one ion, anything Na plus Az plus L3 plus any ion, how much amount of current it is carrying, that fraction is called a transport number. Suppose if you are calculating for transport number of a cation, transport number of cation, then the formula will be cap m naught by cap m electrolyte. Standard molar conductance. Cap m naught is nothing but standard molar conductance of the standard molar conductance by standard molar conductance of the electrolyte. Okay, this is about the transport number, like transport number and ionic mobilities, like we can consider. See here I want to discuss one formula. Let us see the problem. Let us see the problem of. So the first question is the specific conductance, the specific conductance of saturated solution of AgCl, silver chloride, is K, means kappa. Its units are ohm inverse, centimeter inverse. The limiting ionic conductance, the limiting ionic conductance of Ag plus and Cl minus ions are X and Y respectively. The solubility of the solubility of AgCl equal to 140 AgCl in gram liter. Sorry, the solubility of AgCl in gram per liter is, he is asking to calculate. In a box he given molar mass of AgCl equal to 143.5 grams per mole. Okay, and he gives the options. First option, kappa into 1000 by x minus y, and second option, kappa by x plus y into 1000. For third option, kappa into 1000 into 143.5 by x plus y, and the last option, x plus y into 1000 by x plus y into 1000 by kappa into 143.5. So how to do this problem, let us see. So first of all, what he has given, the specific conductance, means kappa is given, that is K only, AgCl. The limiting ionic conductance is nothing but cap m, means cap m plus and lambda minus. This is nothing but this is for cation. Lambda Ag plus is given, lambda Cl minus is given for the cation, and for the anion they given. For the cation they given as X, for the anion they given as Y. So they are asking to calculate the solubility of AgCl in grams per liter. Okay, let us see the solution. How to do this type of problems. So what he given, lambda Az plus value is X, lambda Cl minus value is Y. So this is called limiting ionic conductance of a limiting cation, limiting conductance of a cation, limiting conductance of a anion. Values are X and Y. Okay, first come to the standard molar conductance, cap m naught for AgCl is lambda Az plus lambda Cl minus. Lambda Az plus value is given as X. Lambda Cl minus value is given as Y. So the molar conductance, standard molar conductance, cap m naught value is X plus Y. Okay, now We have a formula for the CAPM naught, that is kappa into 1000 by solubility S. So S is equal to kappa by lambda or cap m naught into 1000. Kappa by cap m naught, this value is x plus y into 1000. Okay, this is called S value. This is called S value. But actually, he asked for the solubility of AgCl only. AgCl equal to kappa into 1000 by AgCl means x plus y, right? But here S is the solubility in moles per liter. It is in moles per liter, but we want in gram per liter. That is what in the question they asked clearly. Solubility of AgCl in grams per liter. We got in molar conductance. No, we found molar conductance. So this is the formula for moles per liter. But we want for grams per liter. So we have to convert. How to convert into the grams? So solubility in grams per liter is equal to solubility into molecular weight. The molecular weight is given in the formula is 143.5 grams per mole. That is what I am applying here, 143.5. So what is the overall solubility of AgCl in grams per liter is S into 143.5. S value is already we know here, kappa into 1000 by small x plus small y into 143.5. So this is the final answer he asked. So it is in which option? No 143.5. No 143.5. Here 143.5 is there. Even in the D option also there. But our answer is C. So correct answer is C. This is the process to do the specific conductance problems. Okay, let us see one more problem also. Come to the second problem. Okay, here a 0.5 molar NaOH solution offers a resistance of 31.6 ohm in conductivity cell. Ohm in conductivity cell at room temperature. What will be the approximate molar conductance? What is the approximate molar conductance of NaOH solution if the cell constant of the cell is 0.367 centimeter inverse? See here, the options are given: 234 Simon centimeter square mole inverse, 23.2 Simon centimeter square mole inverse, 464 Simon centimeter square mole inverse, 5464 Simon centimeter square mole inverse. So this is the question is given. So what he has given, let us see. 0.5 molar NaOH solution. So the molarity is given, capital M is 0.5. This is the data what he has given. I am writing data. Capital M is 0.5 molar. Resistance offers a resistance. Resistance means R is given 31.6 ohm. in conductivity cell at room temperature, he said. What will be the approximate molar conductance? So he is asking cap M of NaOH solution if the cell constant of the cell constant means G star, that is nothing but L by A, means 0.367 centimeter inverse. So this is the data is given. We have a data of molarity, R value, and we have to find the cap M, and we have a cell constant value. So what is the formula we have to use? We have a direct formula, that is kappa equal to C into means G into L by A. See, L by A is given directly. G is nothing but conductance. So we have to find, he is asking the molar conductance, right? So cell constant value is given. We have to substitute directly L by A value in that. So we have a Z value. Z value is nothing but resistance is given 1 by 31.6 into cell constant value is 0.367. Why I am finding kappa? He asked to calculate the molar conductance. Molar conductance is cap m equal to kappa into 1000 by molarity. This is only no formula. So in this problem, we have used two formulas. One is the main formula for molar conductance. Second one, he didn't give the kappa. We have to find the kappa value. So formula I am applying for kappa is Z into L by A. Z is called conductance, but he given in the resistance. Resistance is the inversely proportional, right? Means reciprocal. So I have substituted 1 by 31.6 into 0.367. If you calculate this one, you will get 0.0116 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. Now this value you have to substitute now here. So cap m equal to kappa value is 0.0116 into 1000 by molarity already he given in the data, or how many molars the solution is 0.5 molar. So if you substitute that directly, if you calculate that, you will get the answer. So the answer, if you calculate, you will get 23.2 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. Obviously it is zero point 0.5 moles. So this value already we know 1000, right? It is centimeter cube. So its value already we know its units. If you substitute all those units, we will get this one. Kappa is ohm inverse centimeter inverse, then it is centimeter cube per liter. Molarity is moles per liter. Liter get cancelled. It is ohm inverse centimeter inverse. So inverse, so this one get cancelled. So finally ohm inverse centimeter square per mole. So these are the two problems applications for the molar and equivalent conductances. Okay guys, so in our next video we'll go to the dilution, which is very important in the electrochemistry, even in the NEET point of view also. Okay guys, thank you. If you like the video, please share the video and like the video and subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you so much.